Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Plain Talk. I am Noranok, here's Shadowhawk, and Chief Emboscado. I think I got
Emboscado.
Emboscado, yeah. I am not good with names sometimes, I swear.
Nah, don't worry. It's
Yeah, quite a bit is
weird mix.
Yeah, quite a bit. Yeah,
English and Spanish.
Yeah, quite a bit has happened. Quite a bit has happened over the week, and we're playing Halo, the Master Chief Collection. So let's get some things. So let's start things out with the Lucas games.
Lucasfilm games.
Or is it Lucas Games?
Yeah, it's Lucasfilm games. Basically, Lucasfilm and then games just to say, like, this is our part of it.
Yeah, and
although it seems a lot of these people are under this impression they're making it. No, they basically just operate on a, hey, so you approach us and we'll be the ones who distribute the license to anyone who at least, though, we deem is worth having it.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, that news that Ubisoft ended up is now like, hey, so now we're making a Star Wars game, and our studio that made The Division is also making it. So I was like, oh, that's surprising, considering I do distinctly remember that the exclusivity contract wasn't supposed to expire until 2 years from now. So I can only assume either there was a big change of contract or some other thing that I'm not aware of.
Maybe something changed.
Could be that. But at the very least, it looks like EA will still be a major maker of those games because, obviously, as far as this is concerned, they've been doing a solid one with it, and I so far have been. I do find it kind of funny how all the complaints that they haven't released enough Star Wars games, because I distinctly remember when I was in my senior year of high school when Battlefront 2015 launched and Battlefront 2 was announced, I think only like 2 or 3-ish months later, and then people were like, oh my god, this is going to go annual, EA is just going to do the Ubisoft Assassin's Creed treatment. And then when they opted, like, no, we're just going to do one game every 2 years, and it turned to, you're not making enough of them. It just comes across to me as funny.
Yeah.
I do
what also surprised me the most? What also
Assassin's Creed comparison, especially.
Do you know what? Oh, do you know what surprised me the most? Machine Games, part of the Bethesda, is going to be doing a Indiana Jones game.
Yeah, I never in a million years would have thought there would be an Indiana Jones game ever. At least not in the modern era.
Yeah.
Let's go for a 360.
The last movie that came out was like, what was it, 2012? I don't honestly remember when King of the Crystal Skull came out, but it's like nearly a decade that it came out.
I think it was in 2008.
Yeah, so like over a decade ago. From that, and the series has not produced anything, or if it has, I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, it's like over 10 years. Over 10 years now I think about it.
Yeah, it's been.
I mean, honestly, what is it that Machine Games was known for again? They said what they were.
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein games, which is surprising, but if you think about it, pretty fitting because, as BJ Blazkowicz, I'm not good with names. You fight Nazis. Blazkowicz, yeah.
So, I have to say, for them, I'm not really the biggest Indiana Jones fan. I only watched Raiders and Last Crusades, which I do think are great films. So, I'm still very much interested in seeing how exactly Bethesda handles that. Though I also think there's a double-edged sword, now that they're partnered with Microsoft, and no doubt this is going to be something that's going to be free on Game Pass. Does that mean it's an Xbox exclusive, or will it be a third-party game?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it was made by Bethesda. It was announced by Bethesda and.
Sorry to interrupt, but is everybody ready?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Is that
okay, we're getting ready. Drop in, folks.
Well, in general, Xbox has been very dodgy of the question as to whether Bethesda Game Studios and ZeniMax's games will be multi-platform. They've been kind of just being very vague and sort of dodging the question when asked. So I'm kind of
I got an achievement where I got a rare achievement when where I played.
Yeah, on the 14th of a month, which I'm like, okay, I wasn't aware that was a thing, but okay.
Yeah, this game has a lot of Easter eggs.
Both Covenant forces inbound. Defend this zone.
Okay, yeah. Oh shit, they're assaults.
I think my favorite version of this is using rocket launchers, explosives everywhere.
So I am curious to see, especially what Ubisoft has for it. Now I know because Chief on Discord you mentioned that you're very much being weary on it, which I will admit I definitely will not be interested because admittedly since the only game that this studio has been known for the Division games, so therefore it's going to be that. I'm not sure if it's going to be there because again, these studios do different things. I mean, Respawn had an FPS and an action adventure and also a battle royale, so who knows what that thing will do. But admittedly, until that game comes out, it kind of really do we have for reference.
Yeah. If I remember right, I remember reading a snippet article that says that they'll be creating an open world story-based game.
Which is what Ubisoft has been doing the past decade now, pretty much. So therefore, now begs the question, so will this be different from Assassin's Creed or Far Cry or the Watch Dogs games? Like, how that's going to be? Because I think, ultimately, I think that when it comes out, it will be basically the question of, like, do you like how Ubisoft makes their open world games? And if the answer is yes, then you'll probably like it. If not, then no. But also, there's the other question of how to do so. Like Chief admitted, I said on Discord, like he didn't like Breakpoint, but I think you said you liked Wildlands, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I like Wildlands, but I like Wildlands just because I like it's. I mean,
its setting.
It wasn't overcomplicated. I think that's my problem with Breakpoint. It's complicated things.
I think that's one of the reasons why I like
played Breakpoint quite a bit. I did finish the story, and I did a deal with it. But yeah, I admit that it can be kind of confusing, and I felt some of the mechanics were regressed though. Like for instance, the SWAT mechanics that were done in Wildlands was such a high point for me, and therefore it not being present in Breakpoint, I think they reintroduced it, but even still, like but not having it felt very much like it was very jarring because I was so used to that in its predecessor.
Oh hey, I got another achievement. Man, these things. Oh man, these things like this game's giving me geez, like candy or something.
I do hope it's not that. I mean, as far as it because again, open world is a very vague kind of thing to say though, and like since especially lately they have been going in the looter shooter kind of area to it, so it does make me wonder how they're going to handle it on this one. I'll remain optimistic because I always like getting the studio and then moving out until I actually see it. But ultimately, I'm pretty confident that at least I'm going to more or less like what's there. I just do hope, that admittedly, it isn't like how Breakpoint turned out, where it was something that felt like there was a lot of content to it, but I really could not care for it. I remember there being so many side missions to it that it honestly just didn't feel worth it for me to play them all.
Reinforcements.
Yeah, I got a plasma pistol. One of the things I like about Telephone Order compared to, say, Dark Souls is that it's like not only is it like a mix between Dark Souls and Uncharted, but also that it's kind of complicated as well, gameplay-wise, at least.
Yeah, I kind of appreciate that because, admittedly, I'm not a skilled gamer, so per se. I'm honestly just someone where the super complicated stuff is just more detracting. I do kind of admit that I am of the mind that I find a lot of gamers, particularly when they love really hard games, contribute how hard a game is as meaning that's how fun it is. When for me, it's not usually the case.
Yeah, same here.
I mean, a game shouldn't be super easy, but I find that a game being super challenging doesn't make it fun for me.
Yeah.
Like, sure, like in Halo 2 with having sniper jackals who can one-shot you, it's very difficult, but I wouldn't call it fun.
That's more of the unfair side of it. Like, we're talking about the reinforcement. He asked him playing Dark Souls 3 and he isn't the type of guy who usually enjoys that game, but after playing it and enjoying it, he understood what it meant for it being difficult. I mean, difficult, but it's fair in a certain way.
Yeah, well, that's the main thing. And like, is it fun?
Yeah, he enjoys it, and I had a similar experience when playing Hollow Knight. Yeah, but I didn't.
Shit, I'm down.
Like, yeah, that's just the end point of it, though. I just still operate on it so long as it's not CDPR that's making it, I'm happy with it. And funnily enough, it's not even my reason for that. It's because I think what they would make would be some bad game. I mean, seeing CDPR's track record, I'm sure they probably would make a really good, if not good game. It's just that because of their
two enemies remaining.
Leadership, I
oh
don't
yeah, speaking of CDPR, has anyone seen their little announcement things of that's like your gamers and then they make their roadmaps and stuff?
I've heard of it, but honestly, I haven't watched it because from what I've been told by all accounts, it's really cringy. So I'm like, you know what?
Yeah, it's a lot more cringy than Bioware where I say,
Standing by for a jump fire mission. Over.
Yes. It's a little cringeworthy, but at least it's more charming.
Left.
Hey.
So that's why it's like from that. And especially because I was told that by people who watched it that they basically threw QA under the bus, which felt very tacky, basically.
That's not tacky. That's just being mean. You don't.
Yeah, that's what I mean by tacky, like, because that's also another good point, like doing that, which is like, seriously, you're gonna throw the people that kind of under the bus, but unfortunately they can't leave because they're paid like crap. And they can't actually get out of there without really while still being able to move. They're not paid enough for it. I mean, that's kind of the main thing in these Eastern European countries is that they are paid double kill because it's not expensive to live.
Yeah. I remember that as a game dev mentioned a company that's not Polish is making a studio there.
Yeah, it's just that for me, it's just always sort of like an iffy endeavor when you start going into bringing places inside when they end up just being where you're basically hired just with your studio, but at the end of the day, they are just much because they're much cheaper to be able to operate it. So therefore, kind of for me, it feels sort of iffy morally for doing that. Especially in the CDPR stuff, where it's like, they're paid just enough to survive, but they're not paid enough to leave. They can't even really save well enough for it either.
Wow, wow, it sounds like Poland's a pretty shitty place to live.
I'm told it's actually not too bad to live in, but it's just mainly the workplace culture that's the main bad of it.
And last time we get I've heard about the LGBTQ zones, as they call it.
Reinforcement.
Yeah. So therefore, like a lot of countries, they definitely have their very socially weak spots.
Yep.
I mean, sure, that's kind of the kind of deal with these CGP countries.
Oh, here's something pretty interesting. There's going to be a new D&D book. It's going to be mostly like one shot of a series of modules. And one of the dungeons that said according to the announcement is that you can free a wheelchair that wheelchairs for like a wheelchair friendly dungeon. Yeah. Yeah, first, last time I heard about the wheelchair thing, it's for like a free
one life left.
So my brother made remarks that making fun of assholes. Like, so why do they? So why are the bad guys like complying with that safety measures? And everyone tried to roll over a boulder. I'm paraphrasing.
Wrecking crew.
Which is easier to push up a boulder on, the ramp or set staircases?
That's a good excuse. I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't really. When it comes to that, I think that's a very good excuse.
Yeah, very good excuse. Oh, I heal. Do you know where I can find some ammo around here? I'm seeing some run out of ammo faster than
grab any weapons.
That's kind of what this mode is going for. You just kind of grabbing other weapons. Oh, sure.
Yeah, either that or...
Or there's occasionally UNSC weapons that spawn around.
Ow!
No lives left.
Uh-oh, no lives left.
Shit.
Yeah. So all these modules are, although they have a bit of connection to each other, bit of a thing that connects between them, but they're largely one-shot. And while they are set in that they are primarily suited for the public grounds, they can easily be placed in other Eberron,
Reinforcements.
Exandria, like Exandria from Critical Role, stuff like that, which is pretty
good.
I want to take a look at some of the dungeons, see if I could see if I could put them in the in the campaign. Oh! What happened?
Enemy. I got hit with something.
Oh yeah.
My bubble. Now we're here.
Damn.
There's a bubble you want to kill.
Oh, you can heal in bubbles? Now, the right thing
Yeah,
because the theory though, where you can heal faster with your series of enemies. I'm getting out.
Last man standing.
I'm out.
Oh, crap,
I did it.
no,
I did it though. I did
Oh,
it.
fuck.
Yeah, I'm looking at more news because.
Yeah. Grab it.
Oh shit! Something. Oh yeah. There's a re-release to stop Joker yet. Does anyone remember playing that game?
I played it with my friend Lucas though. Good deal years back.
Yeah, I think it's like out on the. I'm not sure it's out on the other systems, but I'm sure it's out on Switch.
Yeah, because apparently Scott Pilgrim has been with a lot of that they've been dealing with for God knows how long. Which is kind of funny considering it's not really a series
You can't afford to let them hold that area.
Damn it.
I'm calling in orbital
like all it
assets.
has for success
Game
is really
over.
only the comic books and maybe the game, and that was it.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Sorry,
What?
I did.
What do you mean?
Well, that was...
Oh, we failed, so we're gonna do another game.
Okay. Another map.
Another map, not Outpost. There we go. Outpost.
Blitz you.
Thank you.
Okay, so Beachhead, Corvette, Courtyard, Glacier, Holdout, Outpost, Outruler, Waterfront, or Undert.
Any map will honestly work for me.
Any map. Wasn't there installation 04 there? I haven't installation 04.
Installation 04. Yeah, let's go over that. Let's go over that. Firefight Classic.
I never. Yeah, I never played that map.
Right.
Well, I did play a lot of Firefighter when Rich was on the 360.
Oh shit! I just realized there's another. There's gonna be another Pokemon Snap. There's a new Pokemon Snap game coming out soon. Oh shit!
April 30.
April 3rd. Oh shit! It's gonna
30th.
be. Oh hell yeah!
Right on my birthday.
Nice.
I honestly.
But well,
I
I'm
honestly
not
just,
really interested in. Yeah, I don't have a Switch. And
I
so,
would be interested
Firefight.
in, but unfortunately I don't have
Dig
a
in and
Switch,
defend this
honestly,
area, Spartan.
Even with my plans to have just the 360 and PS5, I feel I'll have all
You mean
the
Series
games I could
X, Series
possibly
X,
ever.
Series X.
Yeah, Series X. Between that and the PS5, I just don't think I would be able to play the Switch that much because I'd be playing those two consoles pretty much the most.
Yeah.
Oh, so this is like a mix between the two maps of the mass compatible.
Oh,
Something like
wait.
that.
Wait, I'm just like looking at Game Informer right now, and it says that Star Wars Squadron is free to play on Xbox for a limited time alongside two other titles.
Wait, when?
It's like just now. Yoko.
Yeah, did they say a date? Like, is that happening right now?
Yeah,
or
it's
at a
for free
later date?
starting today until January 17th.
Oh, Chief, you better get on to that.
I need to get on that. Like ASAP.
Yeah. In addition, we'll have one division out like around tomorrow. Yeah, another excuse to have Disney Plus besides The Mandalorian. So it'll be a good show.
Reinforcements.
Yeah, I already finished The Mandalorian, so that's good to know.
Yeah, so I would just say again before your how much left on the trial do you have left?
I've been watching Spawn Wars. Don't worry, I've been watching.
No, but I'm just saying like how long do you have left on it?
Till next month, but
because I think you started like was it a week ago, or at least I thought it was.
I started on there.
Of this month. Oh, okay. You still have plenty of time then for that. Yeah, that's the only thing I recommend watching is at least the 3 arcs I said there. Because those for me are like just even peak Star Wars like easily some of the best stuff on Xbox.
I've been enjoying. I was watching earlier, so I've been enjoying watching the first season. And just because I haven't got around to watching it fully. That's a shame.
Even though the film is series is on there, unfortunately it's just available to watch the whole thing.
Oh, I kind of wish it would be on Disney Plus. Just I really love that art style.
You could actually watch it for free on YouTube.
Wait,
I watched it several. Yeah, it's free on YouTube. People have already done mass uploads of it.
Which one was that?
The micro series, the Clone Wars micro series by Jimmy Tarkovsky of Samurai Jack.
Yeah. Guys, we got allies. Holy shit. We got NPC allies. That's new.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a.
Has the NPC always been a bit of a firefight like even the original versions, or is that just me?
No, this is for this map, I believe.
Oh, that makes sense.
I mean, this tries to evoke one of the missions from the mission we came from. Well, has everyone been hearing that the Mass Effect Legendary Edition trilogy will be out?
Really hoping that they restock on Series X fast enough so I can just go and snag myself one so I can get a copy.
Sack of the Xbox Series X, because seriously, these things run out fast.
Reinforcements.
I know, that's the problem is that, like, and also because scalpers are working overtime, making sure that they get it first.
Jesus Christ, really?
I'll be using my Xbox One for
I've heard it's gonna be mostly for Xbox One and PS4, and they'll have some enhancements for the next generation, which is
good.
Yeah, it's been good. We do hope that I'll get the opportunity to reorder onto the Xbox Store as soon as I can. Love me some Mass Effect.
I'll be joining the party of Mass Effect when that launches, because
honestly, that's probably the best time to really go for it.
Yeah.
At that point, because it'll just be all in one thing, and you'll have enhanced graphics. And while I haven't said for it, maybe since I've been here, since I've been videos, that there's also gameplay enhancements for it as well. So hopefully they'll also do that. Because the first one, while it's still very good, admittedly it does have plenty of gating mechanics in it now.
Yeah.
I was hoping that. And that was the thing. If I should at least play Mass Effect 1.
I do say still play it because I think it's still good, and also just because I also like the transfer also with the files transfers, it always makes it to where you get extra bonuses such as extra resources, credits, etc.
Sure, but still
and also
the thing
to transfer my choices as well. Like for me, like I have to always make sure that Rex still always ends up coming to be alive in Mass Effect 2 and 3.
Yeah, your choices throughout the trilogy, like your choices affect the next game.
And that was especially made true after I saw Earthbound League, and I'm like, yeah, the guy's a dick, and I don't want him around.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Shit.
If you really want to try out Mass Effect, especially the trilogy, probably the time for it without missing out much to the remastered is trying out the multiplayer.
It is really fun. You should give it a try if you can.
Not really up to it. I mean, if I want to, if I want to play multiplayer, I can play this. The
latest Black Ops game. The latest Black Ops game. What's that like?
It's good. It's good. I mean, it doesn't have as much content in Warfare but it's what you get when you develop when you have 2 years to develop the game instead of the usual 3.
Last enemy.
And it's not exactly your project.
Especially now that it's
Round primed, call for fire.
Call of Duty thing going in, and the new game seems to be more like, essentially more as just campaign packs that get that you can just access through Warframe. So
is it Warframe? Warzone, yeah. It's like you mean
Warzone, yeah. I don't know. I've been hearing a lot of things that have war in it, so I got the names mixed up.
It happens. Yeah, I'm going with a shotgun and this, okay, shotgun and DMR, right? And a DMR.
Good gun.
So, yeah,
hey, I always call myself a shotgun searcher.
That's why, like, we noticed that they just now, instead of having Modern Warfare with Warzone patch, now it's just Call of Duty Warzone.
Yeah, that's kind of the main thing.
Yeah.
And it probably is going to be for probably at least the Battle Royale genre starts to get back.
Yeah. How to say it's not going anywhere.
I'll be honest, I'm kind of mixed feelings on it with the whole thing, because on the one hand, sure, I get it, because
Sorry, when I be the gunner.
Oh yeah, sure, I'll be that.
Okay, loading my shotgun.
Well, Steve took it over.
Okay, well, anybody, I can do a while.
Alright then. I guess I have the rocket launcher, so I'll just be that.
Good.
I'll just be going out. I'll just running around, just shotgunning things to death. So what's it about Battle Royales?
That mainly because, like, since it's clearly the genre a lot of people are playing right now, and after all, it's undeniable that Warzone is extremely popular. Like on Xbox, at least when most played games was still a tab in the Xbox store, it was like only beaten by Fortnite, GTA 5, one of the 2K games, and that's about all I can remember that actually beat it.
One of the two what games?
Yeah, just those. Fortnite, yeah, just mainly those. It's just Fortnite, one of the 2K games, and GTA 5 was the one that I recall.
I wonder if Apex Legends is so popular. It
is, definitely.
It probably is, but
it
maybe
was,
not as popular as it was.
I just saw a YouTube ad actually on it, which only happens when the game is still performing extremely strong.
Yeah. So, any games you're looking forward to next year aside from, Mass Effect?
What? This year?
Yeah, haven't. Sorry.
When it comes to the first month, I often have to remind myself that I'm in the new year, not the old year.
Yes, you and me both.
So, I would say aside from Mass Effect, nothing currently. I mean, because really, there's not much games I know that are coming out this year that I'm really going to be able to be into. I mean, yes, there's Halo Infinite, which I'm really hoping that
it looks
we'll
good.
have an Xbox One port for that.
I mean, it will have one.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't pull out the same theme as like Cyberpunk 2077.
I don't think it should have that because they've had more development on it. But the problem when they put that demo was particularly that since they were still trying to aim for an E3 demo, but the one they had wasn't ready. And it didn't help that COVID also forced them from home, so therefore they had all the kinks they had to work out, and they couldn't work it out in time. And keep in mind, at least which is the best thing about it.
Yeah. Oh, what's wrong? Oh, speaking like Halo and stuff, and some related. So at what point you go on a special unique quest to acquire a exotic weapon and the guy who was supposed to voice this one character who calls himself the Drifter is not available, COVID and stuff. So they had your character's ghost, which is like a flying robot thing, voiced by Nolan North. Stand in as basically trying to speak like the Drifter. Here's the funny part. Nolan North did a really good job imitating the Drifter, the voice actor who did the Drifter that they told him to try again, but because his ghost, he is a bit more on the awkward side. I was in the latest expansion of Destiny 2. By the way, Shadowhawk, try it out. It's free, and
Destiny 2.
I
tried it. It's just that it was taking a lot of space because there's so many games that I didn't have to play as before. We're trying to play lately as of late, so therefore it's kind of would just still be in my back catalog, and it just wasn't used. I'll definitely get around to it at least when I finish the games I'm immediately interested in. Then I'll try to at least get around to it.
Cool. Thank you for the shield, Anyway, yeah. So who was the main in Destiny 2? Mine's an Exo Hunter. Exo Hunter.
Mine, I believe, which is a standard warrior class because that's what I always choose in these games.
Titan.
Just because Titan, yeah, that's what it is. Yes, because I've always chosen the warrior classes because that's just the ones that I was equipped the most to.
Nice. Yeah. What was the character's race? There's there's three: the Exo, the human, the robot,
I chose the human because basic like
reinforcements.
Chief, you also play Destiny 2?
I used to play Destiny 2 a bit, but I got bored because I had nobody to play it basically. So
I play the game on a semi-regular basis.
That's the kind of feeling I got from Destiny 2 when I was playing it, is it feels the sort of game that's where playing it by yourself at least is not nowhere near as fun as it would be if you actually had a group to play with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
actually, my brother and I are looking for people to play with, and I get tired of playing with him all the time, and he is just wants someone to play with. I think he'd be happy if I
I'm just not currently interested in playing right now, but I will try to get around to it at some point in the future, just not currently or in the immediate future.
Good, but I'll see about that. I need to install. But I played in.
Oh, and I'm dead. So what should I go with? Operator. How about a recon? See if I can find a shotgun right here.
You might want to select all
5 lives left.
Yeah, I like it. Behind you. Watch out.
2 enemies remain.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I played in Destiny as a human warlock.
Warlock? Nice.
Yeah, because magic.
And with the one sub and with the
Last enemy.
Subclassic, basically channeling your inner Palpatine.
Lives added.
I have to say, fortunately, this jetpack has been able to get me out of a bunch of situations.
Black eye.
No kidding.
Round
I
start.
hate that skull.
Good skull.
Black eye. You regenerate your skull.
Honestly, for me, the main skull I consider the worst, for me personally, is mainly the famine skull.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bad one.
Oh, got it, Willow.
Wait, where the hell is that?
Shooting.
Double kill.
Heard anything interesting going on in the game phase, movie, comics, or even the show?
Not really anything interesting going on there. Currently, because news has just been very slow.
I know.
As far as gaming news, we probably won't hear of anything until a bit later in the year, like closer to late spring or early summer.
Indeed.
In the case of gaming, we're probably not going to learn anything major until like by June, really, as it always has been the case. So by then, we'll see more of Halo Infinite. I don't really think we're going to be seeing too much of anything else. We'll probably be getting a gameplay demo of the new Battlefield, because I know that was confirmed for late this year, unless they decide to delay it.
Maybe the area.
I haven't actually heard much about the that Avengers game. I heard that didn't sell well.
Which one?
The Avengers game, the one that.
I love them.
Which Avengers game?
Avengers, the one made by
the Avengers. Yeah, I remember I saw how
I really
there's no
love
support on it, but honestly, I do hope for the best of it, because admittedly, Battlefield 5 show us that even when you have like an entire year and a half of development into it, unfortunately, if people aren't playing, you can't continue it.
Yeah, I feel that game was too late for the party.
Like, I
Seriously.
played some of it, and I had fun with what I had of it, but I just didn't feel this need to frequently go out back and play it. Whereas with Battlefield 4, which I played thanks to EA Play now, because now that's what they're calling it, and I had a lot of fun playing that, and I was recording to play it, and I did that for quite a bit. But Battlefield 5 just felt like something that just wasn't clicking with me, and I clearly saw it didn't do that for a lot of other people either.
Oh yeah, same here. Battlefield 5 was just was
Like, it wasn't
the same as
straight up bad, I thought.
No, it was
but
just
yeah, so like,
I mean,
it's okay. Nothing the sort of thing that I want to see much more, which is what that's the very game designed for.
the problem with this, it was basically Battlefield 1 2.0. Not much change, just different skin, and let me tell you that the World War One
Battlefield 1. It's really good. I really love the campaign for
It did actually make it worse, because we don't really have many games that are in World War One, so the setting made Battlefield 1 very unique.
Yeah, that's why I say that the novelty of World War One really did carry that game at least.
I kind of feel that's why 1917 also felt unique, because it's like, we rarely get World War I stories, at least in like major productions, really, so when they happen, they're very special when they do.
Yeah,
and the first
true.
Wonder Woman movie.
Reinforcements.
And the first Wonder Woman movie, don't forget. The Wonder Woman movie, you know, back up release.
Yeah, that one too.
Yeah, the good one.
Yeah.
I think the main reason, the reason why they had Wonder Woman, they didn't want to copy off of Captain America.
Yeah, it was, because
Which was a smart decision.
Yeah, it was probably gonna be too similar to First Avenger.
Yeah. So I always think like, yeah, it is good though. I actually don't want it to be in the realm where we're getting lots of them. I kind of would prefer for World War I stories to be few and far between, so that when they happen, they feel very special when they do. I kind of have been having that feeling for Star Wars games as of late, where I actually kind of prefer where we've been having this like one game every 2 years, so that when they come out, it always feels very special. Because it's just enough difficulty where it's not frustrating, but it's just it's not released enough to where I feel like, okay, there's a game of okay.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. So, like
That's because,
World War One. Just like I said, it's there's also haven't been a lot of major things historic.
Yeah.
I don't know if
and I think
historic.
also being a regular of
era of games was like flooded with World War II being up the wazoo.
We never really had any Vietnam games. And the first Black Ops game, Black Ops game, first one, and Cold War one. As far as I know, they're the only major releases that deals with the Vietnam War.
Yeah, not exactly. There was actually Battlefield. I mean, there are two games of Battlefield. I mean, there's Battlefield Vietnam, which was released after 1942, and an expansion for Bad Company 2.
Oh, okay.
So
But admittedly, we don't exactly have any movies that focus on Vietnam specifically, because there were a lot of movies that was like having a lot of those though, where it was the sort of main focus of that.
Like World War One is not exactly a fun war to make games out of.
Yeah.
Because admittedly, because one,
the reasons
as straight up evil as the Nazis, so therefore you can't exactly we're gonna go kill those bastards.
Speaking of Nazis and stuff, does anyone remember extra credits video about playing as Nazis in multiplayer games?
I never saw it, but I remember that video getting a lot of flack from people.
I actually saw it myself, and the other one the past few weeks, or I think a month ago, I asked again about that, and it wasn't maybe as bad as I remember, but it definitely wasn't the best take.
Yeah, it's like there's a fantastic.
But what was the actual points of the video? Because I never saw it, so I never knew what the points were.
Basically, the point of that video was actually What the fuck just killed me? Oh shit! Oh!
Yeah, I just got killed from the back.
Grenade!
Basically to...
Grenade! There we go.
You will make it. Yes, but the thing with the video was more or less the Nazis a distinct faction, not necessarily the same as the Allies. That's a weird thing.
It made its points well.
It didn't make make its points well.
No lives left.
Oh shit.
Last man standing.
Okay, so I was stuck with a grenade right as I spawned.
Wow, talk about spawn killing.
Yeah, the point of that I recommend you watch the video just to see what's up with that.
I remember watching this video. It's like you're gonna make your point better. Not you, just...
I mean, no, yeah, but the video has made only better. It didn't, and it got...
5 enemies remaining. We can't afford to let them hold that area. I'm calling in orbital assets. Game over.
That sucks.
Melee 2? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That explains why we kept on dying.
Yeah, that's why I say the Black Eye was a...
Oh, and unexpected news. Apparently that Eli Roth is going to be doing a Borderlands movie.
Eli Roth?
Eli Roth. Yeah, him.
The name sounds familiar. I can't quite put my finger on where I've heard it.
And did you saw Inglourious Bastards?
Yeah, he was the bear Jew in he plays the bear Jew in Inglourious Bastards. That's right.
Well, he also directed Hostel, so that's the thing.
Yeah, let's go with Overlook this time, and 455 Classic Generator Defense Apocalypse. Rocket fight. Rocket fight is fun.
There's a rocket fight.
Sure, let's do that.
And that would be my last. That would be my last run with you.
I think
I need to sleep later.
Yep.
Yeah, probably the same for me too.
Yes. Yeah, it was fun though.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, Rocket Flight is just gonna be fun because rocket, explosions everywhere. Looks
Yeah.
like I'm being a rocket to a gunfight.
And they say Halo isn't fun. I say those people are wrong.
It's a lot of fun to play, and honestly, I'm just glad that the Master Chief Collection exists as like this home for at least the first 4 of them.
Defend this area at all costs, Spartan.
I mean, I really like the Master Chief Collection because it's a really unique product in the market. I mean, at least in terms of multiplayer, you not only have a lot of modes to play, both in like casual sense and a competitive sense, you also have to play. You're playing across basically 5 different games.
Yeah.
6? No, actually 6. I think 6.
I mean,
Halo
it's 6.
Halo ODST, Halo Reach, Halo 4. Yeah, and supposedly it's Halo 2 that gets the shooting for the cutscenes. Here.
Combat Evolved also had its anniversary. Halo 3's cutscenes aren't look that bad, honestly. Neither does Reach or ODST. I definitely don't.
I was still
that.
disappointed that Halo 3 never managed to get a remaster at some point, though. I really was looking forward to that for its 20th anniversary.
Yeah, but it's really right at the edge of graphics. It's not bad per se, but neither does it Reach. I mean, look at Reach and it might get a bit dated, but it's not like different
I really don't see remasters as being like the best way of it, but more so as like oh hey, wouldn't it be cool though if this game got with state-of-the-art graphics, basically? Like, yeah, Reach still looks phenomenal, and I can kind of see the point there, because yeah, I'm not exactly eager for it, because I think the game honestly still looks fantastic, even for that. I mean, honestly, I still think it looks better than even some other current AAA games, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, when the Master Collection came out, because remember, this came out on the Xbox One in 2014.
Kill
Atrocity. 7 years ago. Both Halo 1 and Halo 2 were at least 2 generations behind.
Yeah. Oh, that actually makes sense. Still, we'll have to see the high definition cutscenes like in Halo 2. Unlock those cutscenes.
Reinforcements.
Because damn, does Lord know how to make cutscenes though? They make me shine very through.
Yeah, doing a lot of cinematic trailers sure seem to pay off.
Honestly, I feel that
Reinforcements.
This might be a controversial opinion for somebody. I feel that Halo 2 was a bit overrated in general.
Overrated? Overrated?
Overrated. The campaign isn't really like the campaign much. I like the beginning, but not the...
I find
beginning
with Halo 2, I
good.
much more like the story it was telling, more so than the individual levels that it was happening.
Yeah.
Like, gameplay-wise, even difficulty aside, I kind of felt that Halo 2 weakest campaign of it, though. Now, story-wise, it's still a great game. But gameplay-wise, it's just not the sort of
2 enemies remaining.
I ever feel like,
Last
man,
enemy.
there's all these missions I want to replay. Like, for instance, I have been on a Modern Warfare replay. I replayed all 3 of the original ones and just recently replayed the remake of it as well. And in each game, there are so many missions in there that's like, man, I'm more than willing to do so. Even though Modern Warfare 3 is considered sort of the black sheep of the series, I replayed it. There are still several missions that I would easily replay any day, any time, really.
Round.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
That's it.
It's funny. I find that funny. It's really not that bad.
I'm actually kind of curious.
It's kind of that thing where, like, when a game isn't that bad on its own, but when its predecessors are just so amazing, even a game that's only pretty good can kind of feel like it's bad, at least for how you describe it, and I can get what that is.
Yeah,
Because I replayed it, honestly,
Ryan,
Modern Warfare
triple
2 is
kill.
still like a great game even to this day. I still remember it was the hot stuff when I was in grade school. It was the game I was playing so much back then.
Yeah.
And yeah, the two games still hold up pretty well though. Yeah, they have their flaws though in between there, but they're honestly still really great.
Yeah, I really can't say much about this Modern Warfare games. Haven't played it. Though I couldn't help but be curious. How does the remake of the first Modern Warfare game compare to the original?
Modern Warfare 2019
15 minutes remaining.
Much closer to what original Modern Warfare was going for, aiming to do more on that rounded kind of base to it.
Yeah, definitely it's more grounded, quote unquote.
That's all I would say is more than it was going for. Like basically what the original Modern Warfare was going for.
Yeah,
at least that's the vibe I got after just replaying the campaigns.
I mean, updating the story to smaller times, you know.
Yeah.
During Modern Warfare, the big thing was Iraq. Now these times there are many incidents about it.
Although funny thing, the original wasn't even really about Iraq that much though. There were only 4 missions to have really been in there, and even still it's not explicitly labeled as Iraq, but obviously it's meant to give us the impression that it is for that.
I mean, sure, but Modern Warfare, they're aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yes, he's
I feel like it's sort of that thing where even though it was not part of the game, it actually became the more associated part of it. Yeah.
Oh, and
Because that's what I replayed. Like there were only 4 Marine missions in all of the original Modern Warfare, but it seems that's the part most people more or less remember, even though the SAS stuff is still very remembered.
Yeah.
Here's another thing that here's something like the nuclear stuff. One of the something Chris Evans is interested in coming back as
He said it was that he was not told any of that. So I think it's more just people who were just essentially people who were just more excited to see him back, whereas I don't really think he was plans on it.
Wait.
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans who played Captain America.
No, I know who he is, but I didn't hear it well.
So Chris Evans was surprised to hear news of to hear rumors of him returning. So it looks like that.
So
reinforcements.
Unless it's under NDA, so that could happen.
That's perfect.
But I honestly don't really think though that after that his character's ending, even though he wasn't killed, I would still say that it seems like he clearly does want to be able to move on from it, rather than having to have to sort of be like the only role he kind of has.
Yeah.
I can understand where some people are just focusing character until they face him again. That's what season 19 in space since like the Justice League cartoon 20 years ago.
2 enemies remaining.
Like it's been her or Kevin Conroy with Batman, or like even if we're going and other things like pretty much Anthony Andrews has made his entire career just voicing C-3PO and everything.
Yeah.
So there are some actors who are fine with just playing the same role over and over, but Chris Evans looks like a lot of other actors who are like, yeah, I loved what I did there, but I don't want that thing to essentially be my entire
round
career.
start.
That makes sense.
I mean, sure, that's what Robert Downey Jr. has been trying to as of late.
Like, yeah, he's trying to move into new stuff, but it's clear that, especially with Tom Holland, he's been working on more projects with him, though. I guess the two must have really hit it off then when they were working together doing the Marvel stuff.
Yeah, and I think, being between Spider-Man and Iron Man in the MCU, it's actually based on the Ultimate comics. Yeah, a lot of what Marvel has from they take it out only from the classic, from the classic comics, and the current
I just feel when
universe.
people talk about these old characters when they're adapted to modern settings, to where they never really seem to ever want to update those reference points for it. Like, for instance, how like Peter has a more high-tech suit in this one, but considering that we live in an age that's riddled with technology, it to me just makes narrative sense for them to also be updated with that. Sort of like how the bullying word is kind of a thing that's more or less been done away with in the modern age. It's not really a thing that exists. So having it is just kind of, old.
So they updated with Flash Thompson, just
just being a douche.
Not your favorite douche.
But a different guy.
Yeah.
I feel that's what a lot of these people can often forget. Like, for instance, I've been seeing like some flat-coated Batman game. For instance, the armored kind of look for it, which has been popular the past decade now. And I go, well, again though, because it's just more of something that's updated with it. Also, people go, hey, so he's these guys with guns, and he doesn't have super. Maybe let's have something that will kind of like, fix that.
Crazy. Triple kill.
Speaking of Batman, so I've heard that. I don't know if it's confirmed, but there'll be like two main Batmans. One with Robert Pattinson.
It is actually. It's confirmed that the Batman that Robert Pattinson is playing is different from the one that we saw in the DCEU films prior.
Basically there'll be two Batmans.
Basically, they're going already with the multiverse thing, which the Flashpoint movie is already reinforced because that movie's like the worst kept secret in comic book movie history. So it's like, yeah, they're trying to go with all that. And honestly, I just am operating on this is a plan that could so easily backfire.
I didn't say that.
I think that's. I mean, trying to establish multiverse is not something that has been exactly tried as of now. I mean, Marvel.
Like, I can kind of get it. You have to separate yourself from the competition in some way, but
But I mean,
even Marvel is jumping on it. Even Marvel and Disney are jumping on it.
I mean, yeah, but they haven't done it yet.
Like, not in the sense of the MCU specifically.
Just the
yes, Spider-Man did that.
Yes,
but
reinforcements.
Yeah, but that is. But yeah, that's kind of a self-contained phenomenon. That's also very different from the MCU stuff. I mean, the Marvel.
Well, the MCU is not what I would consider hyper-connected, but there is still something where, especially the multiverse stuff, that's kind of stuff that will end up having effects on the entire movie series, basically. And that's why, like, they try to avoid doing stuff that having those kind of implications. Like, for instance, why Ghost Rider was seen in the S.H.I.E.L.D. show, but is never present in there. And I had a friend who actually had a good point on it, which said also because with Ghost Rider, you start going into that territory of, like, the Christian kind of gods and devils and such, and that can open a can of worms that maybe Kevin Feige doesn't exactly want to open.
Two enemies remaining.
Which gives me the feeling that some parts of the agency should be non-canon.
I mean, I never thought that the Marvel shows had much relevance in all in all.
They basically operated as wholly of their own. Even Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. when the Infinity War happened and the snap event occurred, it apparently, from what I've heard of it, didn't really even acknowledge the stuff even happened.
It was a pocket dimension. It always is a pocket dimension.
Alternate timeline?
So,
not really.
that's kind of how it seems
There's
like they're more or less operating. Which, hey, honestly, I understand. I feel that once you do everything that the Marvel movies kind of run their stuff out, they really don't, but they are really selling the illusion of that. That's why their movies are just having enough overlap so they can possibly cross over each other, like how Hulk disappears at the end of Age of Ultron, so that way he just reappear in whatever movie they decided they wanted him to be in. Like, kind of that double kill.
I mean, they plan smart still. Oh, God, what was happening? Because because if you plan too much ahead, then you
Take,
have
yeah,
problems like, you know,
looking at you,
hackers.
It's not even that, but mainly because the main problem with trying to have this whole thing of how, like, we hyperplan all of our stuff and we know what things there, because then you ultimately end up sacrificing individual movies with the hope that your conclusion of whatever it's leading to is going to be worth it, and that's just too good a gamble to risk.
Which I had a bad feeling.
Because again, that's what the
I honestly had a bad
Another
feeling
successful
with the
mission.
cut.
If I was on the ground,
That's why
I'd pin
with
the medals on you
DCEU,
myself.
specifically with
Game
Batman v
over.
Superman, that's what it was trying to go for. Like, hey, we're setting this stuff up. Darkseid is going to be the main bad guy, but before that, they're going to meet Steppenwolf, and we're also setting these other things for these other movies. And then Batman v Superman seemed to have forgotten, wait, we're our own movie. What's our purpose? Your purpose is to set up everything else.
Yeah, it's like with the amazing Spider-Man movies. And speaking of a Flashpoint, it looks like that Ray Fisher as Cyberpunk will be removed from the movie.
Well, he has been very
I'm going
much.
now, so goodbye.
All right, good night, Chief. Have a good night.
Yeah. It seems like there's something odd going on between him, Ray Fisher, and Warner Brothers.
Because Joss Whedon, from what I've been reading up on and what he specifically said, I'm going to get off though soon. I'm just leaving it here just to talk about it.
Yeah, it's
where, at least from what I'm seeing, it's because Ray Fisher and other people were abused by Joss Whedon when he was when he became director on it, and so he was doing all kinds of really bad shit going on there. So he's been very much going like, hey, he was doing all this, and I'm bringing light to it.
But he's been rather vague about it for some. He's been rather vague about it, and he's been like telling people off, which made me a little skeptical. Know what I mean? It's like
it's just because also there's that other aspect of how much can you really tell, even if you're being public with things, because unfortunately the industry is very blacklist eager for it. That's even what happened with Brendan Fraser of the Mummy fame, where he ended up when he was very open about who sexually assaulted him specifically.
Oh shit!
And that
really?
got him blacklisted. Yeah, he was actually sexually assaulted by a very high up Hollywood executive. I don't know if the name was ever said, but apparently the reports are he did say specifically who it was, and he was completely blacklisted from the industry. That's also the same thing that a lot of women in Hollywood, when they are sexually assaulted but don't end up saying exactly who it is.
I'm surprised that happened. I am surprised that he was blacklisted. He seems like a cool guy.
Yeah, that's why there was a. That's why, for a great deal of time, he actually wasn't even anything major. Like Doom Patrol was kind of his resurgence back into a mainstream production.
Oh shit! That
so,
explains. That's why I've been hearing much about him. Holy shit!
Yeah, that's why he was gone for that. Even the Harvey Weinstein stuff was extremely revolutionary because it was the first time that a major Hollywood executive actually ended up being taken to task on what he did.
Yeah, and from what I've heard, wasn't Harvey Weinstein did he get infected with
because we also have to keep in mind there's a world of difference between when you say something for instance, because also with Ray Fisher, it's not just Joss Whedon, but he's also been going after Jeff Johns, who he said has also been engaging in a lot of very bad activity when he was president of the of DC Comics, I believe.
Yeah. It would be okay
it's
for
tough.
me
It's a tough situation.
And not just a tough situation, but like I said, I've heard that he kind of had contradict himself on some details, which made me skeptical. It's just what I'm saying. It's like,
it's fine. Yeah, I mean,
it's okay for me to I can believe I believe other people, and there are times where I don't believe other people because of various reasons. I don't want to be held. I don't want to be want anyone hold against me for that. It's just like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. All right then. Well, I'm gonna go head off. So
yes, me too. It was
fun with you.
It was fun.
Definitely was fun.
Yeah.
I'll go play with you some other time. All right.
Alrighty, and we'll be
next. You up for a play and talk session next Wednesday?
Next Wednesday sounds fine. I'll be we'll be rating some I'll be rating someone in as well. So yeah.
I'm just hoping we can get Gamer over 30 at some point. We haven't had a long time with him because I know he's been busy for a good deal of time.
Yeah, I'll see. I'll be sure to contact him and ask him if he wants to join up. We'll love to play with him.
Or
again.
like, even if it's not next week's stream, if like he thinks that there would be like some time in the future that in the near future that he thinks he'd be available, like that would just be great then.
Yeah. Anyway, in the
Because
meantime,
I do always like his takes though on gaming though, and I always like hearing what he has to say.
me too. And anyway,
All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Have a good night, guys.
Good night, everybody. Good night.